After a Lawrenceburg police officer helped out with a health inspection, he learned someone keyed his car.
Some Eastern Kentucky University students are going green for Earth Day coming up, how they're helping to clean up the campus.
You're looking at an ID thief in the process of committing a crime, where she got her information and how she got caught coming up.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at 5:30.
Good evening. He was there to assist with a health inspection, but left with damage to his car. Now tonight, police are trying to figure out who keyed an officer's cruiser in Anderson County.
Police say the officer went to the Wildcat Championship Wrestling Arena after the health department received an anonymous tip. WKYT's Sam Smith tells us what happened during that visit. He has our top story at 5:30.
Outside of the Wildcat Championship Wrestling Arena, a Lawrenceburg police cruiser was keyed.
The victim is the city itself, but personally it's the officer that, takes it the hardest.
An officer was there to escort a health inspector because the health department previously received a complaint. The inspector found that the business was serving food without the proper permits and that the building was not clean enough. They say one wall appeared to have black mold, for example. So it was shut down. Scott Diamond with the wrestling company says they're doing what they can to reopen Saturday.
Some have already been taken care of, and the other things are in the works.
Work also needs to be done to this police car.
It's just like if somebody came in here and punched a hole in my wall, it'd be the same thing. This is my office, their car is their office.
Police have an idea of who could have keyed the car, but no arrests have been made.
The individual that did it, to be quite honest, is not only showed their lack of maturity in doing what they did, but they also showed cowardice by being confronted by officers and the owner of the establishment and still not coming forward and say, you know what, I messed up. How can I fix it?
In Lawrenceburg, Sam Smith, WKYT.
Leaders with the wrestling company say they'll help pay for repairs to the cruiser. Police are investigating a deadly shooting in Shelby County. It happened about midnight at an apartment complex in Shelbyville. Neighbors say the victim's body was found in the parking lot. 28-year-old Larry Ball of Louisville was taken to the hospital where he later died. Witnesses told police a red SUV with black running boards was seen speeding away from the scene. Family members say they just want the suspect to come forward.
I'm very upset and I want to know what's going on. My brother, he's a loving, fun, caring person, and if it was a party that went wrong, someone needs to, speak up and tell the truth of what happened.
Officers are hoping tips from neighbors will lead them to an arrest. All right, you're probably going to need a jacket the next few days. It is going to be a little cooler than normal. We're even tracking the possibility for frost.
Well, he doesn't have his winter coat on just yet, but Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey's in here, and he's tracking the chilly air moving into the bluegrass.
You know what? At this point of the season, man, that winter coat is deep into the closet. Though a jacket, as you mentioned, certainly required out there. How about a windbreaker? In addition to tracking the potential for some frost overnight, check out the wind gusts this afternoon. We've been greater than 30 miles per hour at times. Right now, the latest gust in Lexington up to 26 miles an hour. Richmond and Mount Sterling closing in on a 30-mile-per-hour wind gust. Most thermometers now dropping into the upper 50s. We've been holding into the 50s for most of the day. Frankfort, Mountain Parkway corridor, 59 degrees. Little sunshine showing up into all locations. Live First Alert Defender looking across our skyline into central and eastern Kentucky, not finding a whole heck of a lot out there. Really not anticipating much as our big area of low pressure that has wintertime written all over it with snow across the Great Lakes. That continues to pull away. Winds are going to calm down a little bit overnight with clear skies. That will allow for temperatures to take a little nosedive toward the potential for some frost first thing tomorrow morning. We do that again tomorrow night into Friday morning. But the focus of the forecast when I come back is on the weekend. We're at the midway point of the week, downhill toward the weekend, guys. I've got showers and thunderstorms that show up for at least part of the weekend. The new hour-by-hour forecast will walk you through the rest of this weekend into that weekend, and it has the storms just ahead.
We are learning new details tonight about a January plane crash. Our county-by-county coverage begins in Pike County. A National Transportation Safety Board probable cause report suggests the plane that overturned at the Pikeville Airport failed to maintain airspeed during landing and stalled. Investigators say the pilot also failed to obtain a pre-flight weather briefing and ice formed on the plane's frame. The pilot was not injured in the crash. In Pulaski County, construction will soon begin on a new hotel. The Courtyard by Marriott will be located right next to the Center for Rural Development in Somerset. The Commonwealth Journal reports work is underway to resolve drainage issues at that site. And once that's done, construction will begin. The hotel is expected to be finished by spring or summer of next year. And in Nelson County, it's a sweet reunion for a family and their dog. Bardstown police say Romeo, a 5-year-old Yorkie, was stolen on April 16th from a home near Walmart on Springfield Road. Thanks to someone from Louisville, Romeo was returned to his owners earlier today.
A group of EKU students is going green for Earth Day. They're helping rid part of the campus of its weed problem, and they're doing so with the help of some farm animals. WKYT's Jordan Valines explains how sheep are helping to clean up. It's a story that's new at 5:30.
This is one way to get rid of weeds. But on this Earth Day, we want to introduce you to nature's weed eater.
It's a lot cheaper option than mowing, let me tell you.
The sheep are on EKU property, Elmwood Estate. This is 20 acres of newly acquired land that has some unwanted vegetation, an unsightly Japanese honeysuckle. And that's where the sheep come into play.
Naturally graze out a lot of the invasive species here. Instead of using chemicals or like manwork, to use the animals instead.
Ted Herr, a junior here, will study how effective this all-natural project can be. His team is even using alpaca to guard the sheep. The goal here is to weed out specific plants to help the native trees and grass grow.
And they use it a lot of places on fence lines, where they'll bring in goats and sheep to eat down the stuff on the fence lines, and it actually will get rid of them.
This story comes with a twist. Time to take a break.
We got one actually having a baby right now.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah, we weren't expecting that.
Moments later, we find out there are 2 expected.
Yeah, we didn't notice it, and then all of a sudden she comes running around from the front side, and there's, oh, okay.
The crowd is getting anxious.
Just let them relax.
And moments later, birth.
Aww. Yeah, it's a really exciting day on all aspects.
In Richmond, Jordan Valines, WKYT.
And that is the miracle of life. Pretty cool today. The sheep will eat the honeysuckle weeks at a time. At least one alpaca will be on hand to stand watch and guard for the sheep.
If you think your personal information is safe inside a hospital or a clinic, well, think again, as you will see one ID theft ring easily extracted information that affected the lives of dozens of families. The woman you see here in security camera photos show an ID thief applying for a fraudulent credit card inside Home Depot. Her name is Katina Norman. Even more disturbing is where Norman and her group of thieves got the stolen information.
They were obtaining it through clinics, hospitals. There were some individuals that were involved working at these hospitals.
Employees would steal patients' personal information and get the ID thieves whatever they needed.
They pretty much had everything. They had, your name, they had your social, your date of birth. They even had, the email addresses.
50 victims lost more than $130,000.
They would obtain these credit cards and then go out, purchase merchandise, and bring it back and then sell it, and that's how they would make their money.
The case began to unravel after merchants like JCPenney and Home Depot reported fraudulent credit card applications. Inspectors say the trail led right to Katina Norman.
When we did a search of her house, she had the notebook with all these names and all these addresses and personal identifiers. It was all there in this notebook that she had.
One of the victims was a middle-aged woman who had just learned she was terminally ill.
She had cancer. She wasn't doing very well. And all of a sudden they started getting receipts from merchants. They even got delinquent notices in the mail.
From credit card companies, identity theft, postal inspectors say, is not a victimless crime.
They were devastated, going through this process, and then on top of that, having to deal with trying to clean up their their family's credit. It was just, you know, it was just horrible.
Now, the person responsible, Norman, is scheduled to be sentenced in May.
Still to come on WKYT, it is proof that cats really do have 9 lives. Coming up, we'll introduce you to Chester the cat who survived after getting trapped under the hood of a car.
I'm Bill Bryant. Republican candidate for governor Hal Heiner tells us what he thinks makes him stand out as a candidate. And the IRS phone system hung up on millions of callers during the filing season. The bottom line is ahead.
And coming up at 6, new details tonight about the theft of more than $100,000 worth of bourbon.